what she's talking about. For one, I had no clue that she stopped coming to my house because of whatever allegations she's trying to say. This is my first time hearing about that. I don't know what she's talking about. Not once did she ever watch my child, so I was confused about that as well, because when did you watch my child? When did you ever be left alone with her? Unless I done bumped my goddamn head and caught amnesia, I don't ever remember you ever being left alone with her, except when you was at the mall. So if you're talking about when we was in the mall all together and I walked away for a little bit and you kept her for a little bit, I'm not understanding that. Next, y'all gotta understand, I wouldn't even be who I am today if my mama wouldn't stay with my daddy. Yes, my mama should have left. I still feel like to this day she should have left. But at the same time, I can't never fault my mama for staying with my daddy, because at the end of the day, my mom and my dad both made sacrifices. My mama made the biggest sacrifice. My dad put in the time and the work for me and my sister to be where we are today. So I can never fault them. I can never count their downfalls or anything like that. At the end of the day, those long relationships, they go through some shit. It may not be cheating, but sometimes motherfuckers find out they nigga gay during the marriage. It's a whole lot of shit that motherfuckers find out. Let's talk about it. But we ain't gonna talk about it. Like I said, every relationship goes through things. That's neither here or there. Hiding her, she was never hidden. Y'all just wasn't looking for her. At the end of the day, the platform that we have is called Taylor Girls. It's about me and Ty. It ain't about Trent. It ain't about Mike. It ain't about my mama. It ain't about my daddy. It ain't about nobody but me and Ty. That's why it's called the Taylor Girls. That's why it's a group for two people. Trinity was never in the Taylor Girls. She was just my little sister. She was never a part of the group. So let's just be the fuck for real. Like, I don't want y'all to sit here and try to drag the situation out more and longer than what y'all gotta drag it out to be. It's not that fucking hard. It's literally plain as day. I didn't shove a camera in her face. You gotta understand, she was in like 1st or 2nd grade when we found out, when we found out we had a younger sister. We were in high school. The age gap is this big. We don't even talk to our little fucking brother like that. He live in the same house with us. And I mean, I ain't proud about it, but I got a lot of other shit going on in my life. If a motherfucker ain't trying to stay at the top of my thread, then I don't know what to tell you. I text my brother when I text my brother. I text my sister when I text my sister. Hell, if you let Mimi tell her, we don't call her or text her ass either. So the fuck what? Stop trying to cry wolf about a situation that we didn't put you in. I didn't fuck your mama. I did. Your daddy did. The only person that owe you their life is your mama and your daddy. At the end of the day, your mama knew that my daddy was married. So she should have never laid her ass down with him, but we ain't gonna talk about that. It is what the fuck it is, and we are grown as fuck. Let's move on. Let's make the relationship better. Nobody's about to sit here and dwell on the situation. She was not recorded. She was never hidden. My dad kept her in put all his kids in the bio. Y'all just wasn't smart enough to pay attention, but she was never hidden. If she was hidden, she would have never been on nobody platform. No videos, no pictures, no nothing. It's not my place to sit here and shove a camera in her face every day that we see her. It was never about that. It was about spending time with her when we got to see her. Y'all have to understand, my little sister lived 45, 50 minutes away from us. She's young. We don't talk to her family. We don't talk to her mama. We don't know them folks. I ain't never even met them folks. We don't know them. So we can't just go over there and pick her up whenever we want to. We got to call our dad, get verification, do this, do that. Who's about to do all of that? Hell, I ain't even talked to my cousin till she was fucking grown. And she'll tell you all day that we ain't fuck with her. And I did it until she was fucking grown. Now what? She's around us. It's easy to have a relationship with me. I'm the easiest person to have a relationship with. I love all my family. I support all my family. But let's just really sit here and talk about it. My sister has never invited me to no band event, no event ever. You never even told me when you was having a prom. And at the end of the day, Ty still let you use her Rolls Royce to get pulled up in a prom. What kids you know pulling up with a Rolls Royce in middle school? I'll wait. Oh, okay. So we still supported you in some sort of way. No, we probably didn't pull up. But hell, we wasn't even invited to pull up. So how are we going to pull up to some shit we was never invited to? She can never find a text message or anything where she's ever physically, formally invited me to anything. I've never been invited to nothing, to shit. So please find the messages and show me. At the end of the day, it is what the fuck it is. Our relationship is not the best. I haven't even talked to her since 2024. Really, I talked to her this year, but that's recently because of all of this shit that was going on. But prior to all of this stuff going on, I hadn't talked to my sister since 2024. I could put the messages on the screen. If she ever hit me up as if she wanted me to support her with the band shit, like monetary value wise, like supporting her with mattresses, popcorn, all some other type of shit. But it just was like, you don't even text me. You don't even say, hey, how you doing? Hey, sister, how are you? Hey, how are my nieces? Hey, this, hey, that. So it's just like, How do you expect me to support some shit that you don't even text my phone like on no other time other than when you want me to send some money for some shit? I'm not doing that. I'm not that green. I don't even send money to my stepdaughter for no goddamn fundraiser. I know you want to make it seem like we the worst people in the world. We just didn't have a relationship. We just this, we just that, we just this, we just that. The only person that owes you anything is your fucking mom and your fucking dad. Whether me and my sisters talk to you or not, it's not the end of the world. It's a million kids out here with other half siblings and they don't have a conversation or a relationship or anything. So I'm trying to make it make sense. I was grown enough and I was woman enough to reach out to my sister when all of this shit was going on. And I said to her in the messages, I said, hey, I know you see everything going on online. I'm trolling. I won't say anything about this situation if you don't. Time went by. She never responded back. So then I texted her again. I was like, damn, no response is really crazy. Then she finally texted back. I guess she must have had some animosity or mad about air because there's never been beef between us. So then she texts me and she's like, oh, I've been left on red also. And I told her, I said, when have you ever been left on red? The only time I've ever left you on red is when you asked me to support you about a fundraiser for your band and I didn't support it. That's the only time you've been left on red, which was one time out of the whole thread of us conversating and having a conversation. That was the one time that I've ever not responded back to her. But she tried to make it seem like I just don't respond back to her. I just leave her on red, which was a lie. And I have the messages to prove that. But at the end of the day, I'm the older sister. I'm big dog, okay? So I'm not gonna sit here and bark at the puppy. I'm just not. That's my little sister. I still love her despite all of the little sneaky and slick shit she said on that fucking live. I still love her. I still support her or whatever she do. But at the end of the day, it wasn't my position to broadcast that I had a little sister. That shit still hurt my mama to this day. That shit still hurt me to the day. Hell, I'm still mad as fuck about the shit. And I'm not mad at her, but it's just a constant reminder of the infidelity that my dad had. So it's just like, it's a constant reminder of the betrayal. It's a constant reminder of all of the shit like that he did. And my mama ain't never cheated on my daddy. So for y'all seeing her saying some weird ass shit, my mama has never cheated on my daddy. Never. That nigga was the first nigga she ever had. So you have to imagine how that feels to somebody who, you know what I'm saying, stepped out. My mama ain't never did shit to be stepped out on. And let's talk about it. She's talking about her mama pretty hell. And my mama fine as hell too and still got that nigga. Fuck we talking about. Like, let's talk about it. Like, I ain't like that little sick ass shit. We're gonna let that shit slide. Okay, this is part one of me